think the laziness comes in too with especially locally, like, you know, I think DJs here need to take more initiative and more effort to search out hot music in the city, like.
Yeah, I mean,
like back in the days, you know, you're digging for stuff, and you know, people aren't digging anymore.
But I feel like there's the flip side to that, and the reason for that is an oversaturation of music. You know what I mean? Now that everything is digital, there is so much music going to people on a regular basis that it's like it's almost too much.
Right. Agreed. Totally agreed.
And it's hard from a label perspective, it's hard to really get, you know, breaking records with some DJs because there's just so much coming at them. You know, I'll talk to some DJs like, man, I don't even like listening to the new stuff. I stick with what I know and what I like. So I don't even want to take a chance to find out what's hot that they might like.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's a big problem. I mean, from a standpoint of what I miss the most is exclusivity.
Yeah.
I miss the fact that, you know, you try to break a record, it was let me hit off 5 of the top DJs and make a little buzz on something, and then next week I'm going to go to another 10 DJs and let it build and let it turn into something powerful. Now it's like everybody's got the song in 1 week. You know,
is there such a thing as an exclusive anymore?
It's very, very hard to do exclusive.
An exclusive lasts literally the time it takes for it to get on the internet.
Right.
Pretty much.
And I think the term focus track is now dead. You don't have a focus track. See, before as a DJ, you were really at the mercy of a record company because a record company would put out the 12-inch, and that was what you had. You weren't going to play an LP cut maybe in the club because the pressing wasn't up to par. So that was a focus track. You had no choice, right? But now it's like, you know, Click could hit you off and say, this is the first single off the new Julie Black album. And you're like, yeah, whatever, you know, I've got 3 other songs here that I prefer better, and I can play at the same sound level and same quality, and then that's where you don't really get that unification with DJs to really help. And when you talk about how it should be easier for Canadian artists to get theirs because it's so much easier now, the downside of it is like you really don't have that focus track anymore where DJs can say, you know what, unanimously, we're going to take this record and we're going to break it because sky's the limit. Like you said, you got 10,000 songs to choose from.
I know. In Canada, we definitely trying to do that a lot more. It's easier because it's domestic stuff, right? But when you're dealing with like American stuff that's coming through the pipeline, a lot of the time they're already let it loose, and we're finding it ourselves before they even sent it to us. You know, I've had times that I've gone down to marketing manager and say, "Yo, here's a brand new so and so. Check it out."
Do you guys think that now that DJs are in a situation where they're literally not paying for anything in terms of music, that there should be more responsibility amongst DJs now? Because your budget is nothing. Right. Your budget is actually how long can you sit in front of your computer and take a couple of zip files and just listen to them. I mean, the sad thing is a place like Play the Record where, like, I literally, like, get choked because I go in there and it's like, why am I really here? You know?
Right.
Like, it hurts me to know that the culture of, on a Thursday, going in there, seeing every DJ that mattered in the city come and pick stuff up and talk about what's hot, what isn't, the interaction, the cultural aspect of speaking to each other, speaking on what's hot, what isn't. It's gone now because you're at your laptop and you're lucky if you're a messenger because, yo, dog, I gotta download some stuff. I can't really talk right now. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like that now the DJs have all this power and all this free stuff that maybe they should be more responsible, more liable for situations?
Okay, maybe there's one more than one negative.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, you know. and I feel bad for someone like Click because, you know, before, you know, you were able to really network with DJs because they needed you when you needed them. And now a DJ really doesn't need anybody. Doesn't need the record stores, doesn't need the record label, just, you know, I'm on my own here, you know, and in a way that's good because the power should have always been with the DJs.
But do you think we're being responsible with that power right now?
No, I think a lot of DJs have become really lazy. I mean, I get it all the time because, you know, when we shut down our vinyl pool and we started switching everything over to MP3s, you would have thought guys would be like doing cartwheels saying, you know, this is great. I don't have to meet you. I don't have to run across the city. But now you start hearing from DJs saying, yo, can you like burn a CD for me? Like, they're too lazy to actually sit down in front of the computer.
Ridiculous, man.
And dig
that is ridiculous.
And download. And that's crazy, right?
You're not paying for anything anymore, and yet you're flipping out because you got to spend some time now.